Sue Marie lived here, so we used to play paddleball over there and tumble in the yard. So it's a lot of happy memories over here, and I can tell with your family of 6.
Yes.
And 4 dogs. I mean, a lot of memories are being made here too. So
yes, it feels good. That was one of the things that we loved about it. It just felt loved and happy and family.
Yeah. And then like right when you walk in to this entrance, I love how it's just your right here, beautiful piece of art and a beautiful arrangement that you said a guy at Scott's Antique Market did.
Yes, they're preserved florals. That's 6 years old, so they really hold up well. And I don't have to change it all the time.
And then Renee Bouchon did that piece,
yes,
correct?
She's from Atlanta and out of Atlanta.
We just did Sherry King's home, and she has a piece in her family room, so she's just so talented. I've never heard of her, and now I'm seeing several pieces. I love what she's done.
And she has so many cool things, and it used to they're hard to get. You have to stay on it.
Well, I can't wait to see the rest of your house, so let's get, come on out, let's get going. So I can tell this is the heart of the home.
Yes.
Right off the kitchen and the little seating area here with the TV.
Yes.
So when y'all moved in, you had 4 children.
Yes.
And so I bet there was a lot of decisions that had to be made quickly to get this situated. So who did you have help like pick out all your fabrics and furniture?
John Griffin helped us get everything. And you know, when you move, you think, oh, we have furniture, we have everything that we need, and then you get into a home and you're like, this looks dumb. Yeah. This does not go in this home. So we really had to kind of start over and start from scratch. And he was so great with paring down all the choices that there were, and you know, asking me what colors do you like and what's your style, and really kind of narrowing the field down so that we could just point and say, this is the one we like, this is the one we like.
Okay, how did you, what color did you start off with in this room that you like this?
Well, we love blue,
okay.
But when we saw these chairs, he showed us these chairs, and then I don't remember which.
And they swivel.
They swivel, and I don't know what color he originally showed it to us in, but I said, I want that turquoise. I mean, I want that peacock color.
It's beautiful, and you picked it up in the pillows over here, kind of a swirl pattern.
And it just worked because this is our dog, Gus, our oldest. Oh. Our oldest dog, and that was already there, so we already owned this piece of artwork before we came, and it blended in so well, and it just turned out that everything that I liked just kind of went together. So we were really fortunate to have all the things that came together kind of seamlessly once we got the ball rolling.
Well, it's a beautiful space. Yes.
Thank you.
Is your little breakfast nook.
Yes.
So you've got this fun oval table, these Roman shades that John helped you do, right?
Yes.
And then tell me about this. This is so fun.
The boys are always like, that doesn't look anything like us.
It's our family.
Yes, it does. That's our family. It's an artist. I think she's out of Virginia. Her name is Susie Lindo.
There's she.
Or Lindow. And I sent like headshots to her, and she cut them out, and it's mixed media. She painted the faces, and she emailed me and be like, do you wear earrings? And I'm like, yes, I do. So she gave me a fun earring. So
and then it looks like you have a black eye.
I know, we all kind of have black eyes. And but the boys are like,
that's fun.
Because this is Bo, and then this is Jake, and Van and Mac, and Bo's like, I look younger than Jake. So there's been this whole, they argue about it all the time.
But I love how it's a built-in banquette kind of semicircular that looks outside, and then it comes right in here into your fabulous kitchen that I know you said has been completely opened up since when the Turners lived here.
Because this was originally just a little breakfast room, was just closed off completely by itself. So, and our table wouldn't fit in here, nor would the 6 of us. So we took out 2 walls here to open that up. And this banquette and the windows were one of my favorite things when we moved in the house. I loved the idea of sitting there. Now, I'm the one that sits on the bench and everybody fights over who gets a chair.
And then who helped you with your little table decorations for fall?
Oh, Matt Chapman. Anything living in this house, Matt Chapman put it there. So he does great.
And he's even stuck in some little
filler,
like little peonies, kind of roses, filler. It's so pretty. Well, he did a great job.
He does all of that, and at Christmas time, he comes in and does. I mean, he's my little Christmas elf, and without him, we wouldn't have Christmas.
All right, this is one of the biggest islands I've ever seen. I love this. I mean, you can serve from this, you can prepare from this. It's butcher block, so you just wipe it down.
Yes.
And another plant by
Matt Chapman did all of that. My sad little monstera that he gave some excitement in here.
And this fabulous oversized lantern
and
chandelier.
That was one of the things that John and I was like, I don't know about that. It's big and black.
Well,
and he was like,
Emily,
you have to, I was so worried that it wasn't going to look right.
But for the scale of this island, I mean, it's perfect.
Yes.
And
then Valley Fur did this.
Okay.
So they custom made this for us, and they were like, "Are you sure you want it that thick?" And we were like, "Yes."
And then it gives you a spot for your cookbooks there, and some more storage here.
Yes.
And then over here you've got all these fabulous built-ins, and then another little seating area right up at the bar. And what material is that?
That's granite, and we got the, I think it's referred to as leathered. We didn't get it polished or honed.
Okay.
I just felt like it might hide more than the shiny surface does, so that it would not look like it needed to be wiped off all the time.
And then, leather chairs, leather bar stools, which again, it's easy with 4 kids, easy to wipe down, clean off.
And these were the chairs that I wanted were the hardest things to find. So John
sourced some different things.
Yes.
And then over here, where you've got this just incredible Viking professional stove. So who's the cook in the family?
Me. Well, we both are. We
do?
both cook. I've started going on baking retreats.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes, from out of Birmingham with a company called Bake From Scratch with Hoffman Media. They and so that got me started on my copper collection here with Jim. Got kind of into the copper stuff.
I mean, and look at this one with like little acorns on top. That's beautiful.
And I mean, we use this stuff is used, but this was here. So the Moorfields were also Tiffany was a great cook, and I mean, she made everything. I don't make everything, but.
And then tell me about this, because John was telling me y'all added this. Beautiful.
There was just a very modern, sleek vent hood, and I saw a picture somewhere of a copper one, and I was like, I want this copper with the rivets, big rivets in it, and
all this,
so it's kind of a bear to clean, but I love it, and it is really aged well, and I love that it's not as shiny as it was when we first got it, but
and then this marble back here, this pattern.
Those installers really hated us.
I was gonna say it's a different pattern. I love it.
And we went all the way to the ceiling, and they were like, "Are you kidding me?" And I was like, "We need it. It's going to be the focal point."
And I love how all your windows, you've just left them uncovered. All this light that floods in, and you've painted it black. Just to kind of pick up on some of your black and add it. And it looks right onto this beautiful perennial garden out there. So
and our last house we didn't have any we faced north, and so we missed all the good light during the day. So I was so excited to have a house that had light and windows that we could just, you know, leave the lights off if we wanted to and be able to get natural light in there.
This sunroom is your space.
It is.
Right?
I took
It's
it
right
over.
off the family room and kitchen, right into here. Because with 4 kids, 4 dogs, a husband, you've got to have a spot that's your own.
That's right. And I took this over about 5 years ago, because when we moved in, it was supposed to be the homework room where everybody would come in, put their book bags. I had this beautiful built-in made that was lockers, and no one used it. No one hung their things up, obviously. And so I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take it for myself. I love art, and so I had collected so many little pieces that I just really needed a place for to corral them. And so this just became the perfect thing. And for all the things that I collect and all the books that I read are in my to-be-read stacks, are in here. So this is just kind of my spot where I have my coffee up here in the morning, and this is where Jim and I come, and at the end of the day when he gets home from work, this is where we debrief and kind of see what's happened that day and what we've got going on that night. So
and it's just like I said, Lightfield looks out onto the courtyard. You've got your reformer here.
Yeah, that's a new addition.
Keep up on
That's
any
a new
exercises.
addition.
So, I love it that it's here. It's not hidden away where you have to think about, I got to go up and do it by myself. While you're debriefing,
all my stuff is here already.
Do a few little moves on here. So
that's right.
And this fun little rug, which just with kids and dogs,
hides everything. Hides everything. I vacuumed it the other day and it was disgusting, and I was like, I had no idea.
And I love how you've mixed like the tiger print pillows with those pink pillows, the different kind of patterns. That's fun. It's just a great spot here that I can tell you really enjoy and use.
I do.
So this beautiful formal living room, oh my goodness gracious, it is to die for. And the colors of this burnt orange and your blues. So the rug was when you told John you wanted blues and oranges, he picked this out first, right?
Yes, we found this rug, again from Scott's. Happened to, you thumb through a whole stack. And we looked and looked and looked, and when we got this, we were like, that's it, there it is, we can quit looking.
We can quit looking. And so from there, like the oranges you picked up on your upholstery here.
Yes, and this is my favorite thing. These chairs are my absolute favorite. And this was a dealer from Scott's as well.
And then the banquette.
Custom made.
Because I've seen other work that John's done, and he does like to do a banquette, and it's perfect.
Yes.
With this glass table, and you can fit in, 5, 6 people on that banquette there.
Yes, and that's the only time it's used. When we've got that many people here.
And then who did?
That's Sarah Otts.
Yes. Okay. And those are your boys.
Those are my boys. That was about when we moved here. That was the ages that they were when we moved into this house.
And did you tell her you liked the blues and oranges?
Yes, but I had seen on her Instagram, I found her through Instagram, and I had seen her work, and she's like, what color do you have in your house? And so I took some pictures of and sent her the fabrics that we had in here.
Okay, and then this metallic grass cloth. Okay.
That was one of the things that John and Jim both had to trust me on, because I was like, I must have it.
And it's like a gold and a silver
And without anything
Oh.
in here, it is very shiny.
But then you can just have your neutral like linen drapes with this beautiful trim that kind of picks up on there. So all your fabric and art really stands out. So, and then it's kind of got a Chinese feel in this room, like some
Yes.
of your chinoiserie style pillows.
I
and
love
then-
that. And that's a
Silk.
collage.
Oh, it's a collage. Okay.
The artist's name now is Marcy
Marcy.
Vreeland.
Okay.
She's out of Texas, and it's all cut.
Wow. Wow.
And again, I saw them, and I was like, "That's perfect for our living room." So John did everything but the art,
Okay.
because I'm real into art.
And then coming on to this side of the room, you've got this fabulous Bruno Zupan of the Chattahoochee River.
It's sunset looking across the Chattahoochee. That's a new acquisition that we have, and again, I mean, it was meant to be ours because it matches.
It really does. All the color, yes, those turquoisey, aqua kind of colors with hits of other, but also something local. I
Yes.
mean, you're a Columbus, Georgia girl here. And I love it over this. It's a very high fireplace.
Yes.
It's really, really different. And then I love how you've just got some modern elements on either side of it that are, the lucite, and then a box and some candlesticks. These are really neat.
Instagram.
How fun are those?
That's the thing. I collect stuff, so it's a
Mhm.
little bit more like this has just been pieced together over time, so that when I find something that I love, I find a place for it.
Mhm. And then I love these two wingback chairs here, and then your little lucite table, so that's not blocking the fireplace in your painting. And then coming then across over here, this break front, so that really allows you to store all your beautiful china, some silver, some crystal. That's great storage.
And that was from my mother-in-law, the piece of furniture.
These fun little cups there. And then once again, this room has just got so much great natural light. We've got just two little lights on and that's it. And it's just so lit up. So just a very light-filled spot. And then tell me again about this floral arranger. This is the same guy who
This is
did
Matt
the kitchen,
Chapman.
right?
I mean,
He did a fabulous job.
he just came and he just knows me and knows I like a little bit funky. So
And tell me about these containers. They're different.
Matt got them several years ago for Christmas,
Okay.
and they've just lived here ever since.
Well, it's just a beautiful room, and I know y'all enjoy it maybe like more for Christmas.
Yeah.
And does your tree go up in this room?
It does not,
Uh-huh.
but it has beautiful garland. It gets beautiful garland, and I have a thing about bottle brush trees, so a lot of them live in here
Okay.
too.
I remember this room when I would babysit for the Turners when their grandchildren would come. This is where we would hang out and where I'd babysit, and it has not changed much at all. I mean, the wood paneling and all the original tiles.
The family. I know the grandchildren were very excited that that these stayed, but they just fit right in with us, and it gave Jim something else to collect because he had to the gun. Things were here, but they don't hold the stacked barrels, and I don't know, that's not the name of what that is. But so Jim had to get out, some of his grandfather's antique guns, and Jim was like, "Oh, look, I've got to have 3 more because
But this is where you really hang out as a family and watch TV and football games.
This is where movies and football games and basketball games and baseball games happen, is in this room. I sit over here and needlepoint while they do all the other things.
Because it's a kind of a cozy, intimate little spot, but right here off the hallway, so it's easy, yeah. But, and then this is really neat, this piece of furniture, and then the record player, and then some, lures over here, and then your deer head and outdoor.
That's an Impala.
An Impala?
That my daddy actually shot in Africa in the 70s.
Wow.
It's made it through. It's been nibbled on the ears a little bit.
And then did John Griffin help you pick out some of the fabrics in here too? Because I love
that was absolutely. He found this and said, "I found the fabric that you're gonna want."
Oh, it's just perfect. It's perfect. And then these pillows here, and then these are fun.
Those were I picked up somewhere.
But it just adds
Etsy,
a little, and I love it. Just adds a little pop of orange in here, which kind of also picks up the orange that's in that fabulous painting over the fireplace mantle.
And those are my boys. This was Dirk Walker. This was a Christmas present for Jim several years ago. It's the only present I've ever given him where he teared up.
Oh, perfect.
So it's all, those are our dogs and our boys.
Okay, and I'm dying over this table. It's like a live edge table. Tell me about this.
That was from Valley Fur. They made it, and it was actually supposed to go to, we have some property out in Talbot County, and that was supposed to be in Talbot County, and I said, oh, no, you're bringing that to the house.
Come in here.
So it has recently come to live here instead, with my collection
and
of all
this
my
fabulous
books.
orange throw that you said came from where?
This is Park Place.
Because they have they have all different color range of these cashmere
They have a
throws.
whole wall full of them right now, and so many of my little things come from them. I go in there and pick up stuff.
Because like when we were in the little den off the kitchen, you had lots of little things, beautiful things that came from
bright yellow Libby Rothschild bowl sculpture. Just lots of fun things.
Yeah, because Columbus has lots of neat artists that are well represented at Park Place.
And there's lots of local art in here too. This is Sally Strickland, who is in Savannah but from here. And there's Aaron Gregory, and up there is Luli Wallace. That quail up there is Luli's.
Okay, okay.
Which I love that.
That's very different from what she normally does.
And I love that, this was her grandparents' den, and I've got her work in here, so that I love that.
And this incredible piece of furniture that you said came from your husband's family.
Yes, my in-laws, we ended up with it because they didn't want to move it, and we would, so it's now ours.
Because you have to have a huge wall to fit this on, and you do, and it's great because it's got, for your TV and all the storage here.
And these are like closets, don't open them.
Okay.
They have hooks, and I think it was like a gentleman's, as an antique, but it's got lots of hooks and things in there, but we just shove things.
And then I love, then your fun little rug here that pulls in all your darker tones, and then coming over here to this great modern art, and tell me the artist.
That is Laura Deans or Laura Gerald.
So these three
and
here.
Those, just the yellow is, and then these are Lindsay Porter.
Okay.
And I finally got this yellow, when she sends her lookbook out, I was like, I want that, and I got lucky and got it, before, and so, and then added this little, this pillow makes me laugh. That's also another Park Place find.
Okay, so to me, the most spectacular place of this house, and especially on a day like today, which is just a beautiful October day, is this courtyard that you can access right off of your family room, kitchen area. And tell me about some of these plants. Well, first of all, tell me who maintains the yard.
Oh, that is my Uncle Jake Hess. He is the mastermind behind all of the plants.
And you've got some Lady Banks
This is Lady Banks roses. I don't remember and then the ferns. We have so many ferns.
And then this is original. All this wrought
all the iron is original. It is so cool.
Owls and squirrels and cats.
And I wish I knew the name of this plant, but it is stunning. And I get to look at that outside my bedroom. And azaleas and cypress and my citrus trees.
And then this beautiful agave here. And so here are your citrus trees. Do you have to move them in during the winter time?
We do. Oh, and I've got blooms.
Oh, you sure do. Yeah.
There's 2 bathrooms back here that we don't use, but they are perfect greenhouses when it gets cold.
And then you said during COVID, tell me about how you use this space.
Jim and I spent most of COVID on this patio right here.
And you just moved a TV out here.
We moved a TV out here and strung some new lights, and and it was so quiet. I mean, because we can hear 185, and there was there were no planes because we're in the flight path. No planes, no traffic. It was so quiet and so peaceful out here. And that spring of 2020 really was, weather-wise, phenomenal. And we just spent so much time out here.
And then to get an idea of where we are out here too, so looking into your little spot.
My sunroom.
So this is your view.
This is my view.